Hey. Let's try and do this. So I'm just trying to set this camera. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if it's any good. Live stream class, never done it before. Let's figure it out. I'm just going to set up the Instagram one. How do I do this? Go live. How do you go? What do you do at all? Cool. Instagram is up. YouTube is up. World is working. I don't know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can't hear me because I'm not sure about the audio. I don't know if it works yet or if it doesn't. This will be a bit of fun. Okay. So I'm not sure how many of you are locked away in your home or not, but we're going to try and do a bit of live mini class. These are designed to sort of give people something to do, a little bit of training. You don't have to wear the dough book. I chose to because, you know what, I missed the dough book. So it's all today based around fundamental hand techniques around white, yellow belts, that kind of region, right? Not going to do a full hour. Not going to do the idea in my head is to do 2 sort of half-hour sessions. One up to yellow belt till 12 o'clock. The other from 12 till half 12, sort of a little bit higher than yellow belt. Again, hand techniques. That's kind of the plan. Fingal is in. Mr. Williams is in. Mr. Rian is in. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. If anyone is on the YouTube channel, let us know if you can hear me. Can you hear the audio on this one? I need to know because, I need to know. It's no point me doing this if you can't hear. So, look, like I said, times are tough. Things are different. So let's do a little bit of training. It's all kind of fundamental hand techniques. Mr. John Redstar, good to see you. So, why don't we kick on? Why don't we do a little bit of training, right? We've got 20 odd minutes. Little bit of warm up, and then we go straight from there. We'll go into fundamental hands from the kind of Miss Alice. Good to see you too. Hand techniques afterwards, right? That's my plan. So let's go. No, I sent straight in. Train down carpet. Remind me. Try to test it for my first 3. Forwards and back. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In and out. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forwards and back, and the hands go up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the hands go out and the feet go out. So it's jumping jacks, right? 1, over the head, up to your shoulder, then over your head, up to your shoulder, then over your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the hands, but move the feet forwards and backwards. Keep the hands, but move the feet forwards and backwards. Try not to kill yourself off the radiator, which is on for some reason, but what can you do? It'll be a fast warm-up. 1 foot in front, forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards. Switch, forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards, and forwards and switch. So you push forward 1, switch, push back 2. Push forward 1, switch, push back 2. Push forward 1, switch, and again. Forward, switch, back. Forward, switch, back. Forward, switch, back. Switch, forward, back. Switch, forward, back. Switch, forward, back. Switch, forward, switch, back. Ready? Switch, forward, switch, back. Switch, forward, switch, back. Switch, forward, switch, back. Come on. A little bit of intensity. Ready? Go forwards. Switch, back. Switch, forward, switch, back. Good. Relax, rest. Rest. Feeling warmer? Should be. Okay, cool. Just roll those shoulders. Let's loosen them up quickly. Should be plenty loose at this stage. A little bit of a flick. Okay, like I said, the idea around this is white, yellow belts, sort of technical hand movements. We got about 15-20 minutes to bang through this. Let me go from there. So let's make a fist. Roll the fingers down. Thumbs go across the bottom. We make a parallel ready stance, Narani Jumpy Sugi. That means the blades of the feet are straight. You can check by turning your big toes slightly in. That means the outside of the feet are straight. 1 shoulder width wide, 2 in the front. I'm just checking messages because I want to make sure people can hear me. Cool. So, sorry. We're back. Okay, fist in the front, 1 fist upside down at the hip. This is your parallel stance. Narani Jobi Sugi Apchimuk Chiruji. Let's program the movement. Swap and turn. Swap and turn. So it's like you have a key in your hand and you're turning the key at the last second to unlock the door, right? This is shape. This is the shape. Common enough. Everyone knows. Cool. From here we go up and down and up and down and up and down. Now we put them together. So we go up, down, punch. And when we punch, we breathe from the belly. Exhale sharp here. I'm going to count. You're going to punch. We're all going to punch. Ready? Sit. Net. Das. Yasut. Up. Hira. Hop. Yol. Again. Yahana. Tul. Set. Net. Tasul. Yasul. Up. Hira. Hop. Yol. Let's take stock of what's going on here. When we punch, we want to punch shoulder high. We want to finish center line. We punch with the first two knuckles. The first two knuckles. Shoulder high, center line. This is middle punch. Before we punch, we relax. Everything relaxes here. As I go, when I push up, everything pushes away. Front hand pushes away. Back hand pulls back. We get our backward motion. So relax, raise, go. Relax, raise, go. Keeping the shoulders square, lining it all up. So that's the fundamental front punch parallel stance. Let's go again. Ready? Remembering to keep stock of this. Relax, raise, drop. As I stay sideways, you can see this. Again. Sit. Net. Tassel. Castle. Heel. Hira. Hop. Hill. Hana. Tul. Sit. Net. Tassel. Castle. Heel. Hira. Hop. Hill. Super. Accelerate the tool to the target. We don't want to punch slow. We want to accelerate the tool to the target and tension right at the last moment. Right at the last moment. Relax, 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 relax. Solid. This is how we punch. We've done our fundamental. So this is one of the basic things you learn when you first come to Taekwondo. It's a parallel stance, center line, front apchimukjuji. So let's change this a little bit. We make from here, we make a walking stance, gunonsugi. So you probably can't see my feet, but whatever, I'll explain it. Gunonsugi. One shoulder width wide, 1.5 shoulder length long from big toe to big toe. The front foot points forward, the front knee is bent, the back leg is straight, and the back foot is angled 25 degrees forward. That's nearly straight, nearly straight. What we really want to avoid is that back foot pointing out this way in our walking stance. We want to keep it pointed nearly forwards. So when we step, we come through and make our ready walking stance. It's hard to see my feet, I know, but really focus on keeping shoulder width wide. I like to say to my students, there's no tight ropes in Taekwondo. You don't need to be this way when you step. So you need to keep the shoulder width wide for your balance, We're going to add in a little front punch while we do this. So as we go, same thing. Relax, raise, drop. Relax, raise, drop. Are we ready? We're going to do 2 or 3 forwards, 2 or 3 backwards. Stepping forward, actually, the hell with stepping forwards. Let's just go up and down first. So from here, down, up, down, this way. Down, up, down. Let's go, counting. Tul. Set. Net. Tassel. Yassel. Hiriop. Hira. Ahop. Shal. Yahana. Tul. Set. Net. Tassel. Yassel. Hiriop. Hira. Ahop. Shal. Relax. It's the same thing when we punch like we did in our parallel stance, where we relax and then we raise and we push away. It's the same in our walking stance. I relax as I push up, everything pushes away at the top of the sine wave, and then when I drop, we get the change. So from here, we relax, down, slips off the hip, pulls relaxed. As I push up, this one pushes away, this one comes back to the hip, and then I let the whole thing go. So we relax, raise, drop. Let's do another 10. Ready? I'll stay sideways again. Set. Net. Tasun. Yasun. Hit up. Hira. Up. Kill. Let's change the leg. Down, up, down. Ready? Hana. Tul. Set. Net. Tasun. Yasun. Hit up. Hira. Hop. Kill. And follow. Again, now we add stepping. So whereas before we were just on the spot, this time we're stepping forwards. So we make from ready walking stance, we step forwards, relax, go. Shoulders square, the triangle, point, point, center line. Point, point, point. It's a triangle, right? If you put this shape on top of your shoulders, that's how this finishes. So we're stepping forwards, making our walking stance from punch. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stepping backwards. Sit. So it's going to be 3 forwards, 3 backwards. Set. Net. Tasun. Yasun. Hiccup. Hira. Hop. Yul. Bow. Remember when we step, we don't want the feet to land on the same line. Really important. In our technical taekwondo, in our sparring, we never want to bring the feet together. Let's train this habit now. Walking stance is a shoulder width wide, so keep it a shoulder width wide when you finish. We've done our walking stance front punch. We've done our parallel stance front punch. Now we're going to go on a little bit more, looking at some of the techniques, again, still staying in the kind of white, yellow tag, yellow belt region. Sorry, what I want to add to this one is now take some of our blocking techniques. So we look at our low block, we look at our rising block, and then we start to sequence them together with our front punch as well, okay? So let's talk low block, right? So low outer forearm block. Now junde back at palm up, back row maki. Okay? When we prep the hands, we cross them back to back, not this way, this way. So it twists. We want everything to twist in Taekwondo. Most techniques in Taekwondo twist. So we want to get as much twist as possible out of this technique. If we start here, we only get half of the twist, lose a bit of the go with it. So back to back, they cross back to back. The blocking hand is on top. The reaction hand is underneath. We lift up, nice and relaxed, no tension. Everything is chilled, elbows down, a little bit of backward motion, this kind of sawing action at the top of the sine wave. So from here, down, up, they cross, a little bit of backward motion, and then they finish here. So the tool is the outer forearm here, this side, pinky side, outer forearm, finishing in front of the lower side abdomen, here. So we make our low outer forearm block on the spot in our Gunonsugi walking stance. So it's relax, raise, drop. You get a little bit of hip here as well, look, just a little bit. Not like you're a pitcher in a baseball game. You don't need that kind of rotation. This is enough. This is enough. And wait for everyone to come along and say, that's too much, or that's not enough, but whatever. A little bit, right? Arm is bent. 25 degrees. Okay, here we go. On the spot, down, up, down block. Sit. Net. Tasun. Yasun. Hiccup. Kira. Hop. Kyol. Let's change the stance. Ready? Bend that front arm, 25 degrees. Again, shoulder width wide with your walking stance. Let's not lose that. Good habit. Back foot 25 degrees pointing forward, front foot pointing forwards. Relax, raise, drop. 10, let's go. Sit. Net. Tasun. Yasun. Hiccup. Hira. Up. Kyol. And change the stance again. We go low hour forearm block, but instead of doing 10 this time, we go to 6. Full power, let's go. Bit of gusto, should be nice and warm now. I certainly am. Down, up, down. Ready? Sit. Net. Tasun. Change the leg. Ready? Sit. Hit. Tassel. Yassel. Heel. Bow. Awesome. So we've taken our low ladder forearm block. Now we want to go and take our rising Bakat Palmak Chukyomaki. Easy Korean word to remember. Chuck it up there. Chukyomaki. Rising block. So it starts exactly the same as low block. It starts exactly the same as low block. You put blocking hand on top, back to back. They don't need to touch, but if it makes you, sometimes we say, imagine you have two watches on, face to face. This is one way to think about it, face to face. So the blocking hand is on top, and we hopefully don't take the lights out of it. On top here, in parallel stance, up, and as we come down, we twist. Remember, most techniques in Taekwondo twist. This one is over the head, 1 fist distance, and the tool is the outer forearm over your head. No good this way, tool over your head. So you start here, back to back, it's up, and when we drop, then the hand goes up. A little bit counterintuitive because the body's going down and the hand is going up. But you know, you're smart people, you'll get it, it's okay. So blocking hand on top, I'm going to step back. Again, our parallel stance, blades of the feet straight. Blocking hand on top, lift, and as we drop, over the head. Back palmak, outer forearm, Chukyomaki, rising block. Chui, ready? Hina, tul, sit, nit, tassel, tassel, heel up, hina, hop, kyol. Let's change the hand. Ready? Hina, tul, tit, nit, tassel, tassel, heel up, hina, hop, kyol, and sure, relax, relax. If we start this block up here, the blocking hand has a very short distance to travel, only to here. It doesn't have a lot of distance to create energy, to create speed, to create power. Same, this reaction hand has a long way to travel all the way back to the side of the hip. So we want to split that difference, and to do that, we start somewhere near the floating rib. Not down here, not up here. Just chilled, just chilled. Everything is chilled in Taekwondo until it's done. So we want the distance to be about the same distance to travel. There's that little sawing action again, here, and away you go. Again, not this way, this way. Get as much twist as you can. Get as much twist as you can. Let's change this to a walking stance now, and we make our rising outer forearm block in a good unsugi. Choki. Ready? Stepping forwards. Backwards. Sit. Net. I'm going to step back. I'm going to try to do 3 and 3. 3 forward, 3 backwards. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hana. Tul. Sit. Net. Tassel. Kassel. Heel up. Hila. Hop. Kyol. Bow. Cool. So hopefully you're all nice and warm, feeling good. These are the fundamental hand techniques that you sort of see around white belt, yellow tag, right? Our low block, our rising block, our front punch. And what we want to add to this now is we've done a kind of 2 blocks, 1 punch. Let's string some of them together, right? So we start to do 2 techniques in a walking stance. We'll make our low outer forearm block, reach chamber, sine wave, and make our middle section punch. Excuse me. Middle section punch. So the whole thing together looks like this, which are going to be behind. We step forwards on the first count, low outer forearm block. We kick off the sine wave again. This block is half facing, not sideways, not full facing, half facing. From here, when we create the sine wave, we drop down and we're full facing. Now we push up, and now we finish reverse punch, full facing. So we've changed from here to here, and that happens in the sine wave. Down, full facing, push up, still full facing, drop, finishing full facing. So we're going to do on the count. Here it will be hana, tul. Ready? So stepping forwards, low outer forearm block like before, front punch like before. I'm on the count. Hana, tul, sit, net. We can do the same thing backwards. It doesn't make a difference. It's exactly the same. Stepping backwards, we're going to do 2 and 2 this time. Hana, tul, sit, net. Hana, tul, sit, net. Hana, let's talk about speed. Let's talk about how the body moves, right? When we step forward, our legs are bigger than our body, our hands, right? So if our hand moves at the same speed as our leg, we get no power. We just kind of plod through, nothing happens. You can punch the camera and nothing will happen. You need to accelerate the tool to the target. That means holding onto your hand that little bit longer as the legs are nearly finished, and then you can let the hand go. So we keep the hand travels faster, so it doesn't need to move at the same speed or the same time as the leg. It needs to start a little bit later nearly, right? So when we're going, hold, bang, and right at the end, that's when it finishes. That's why we create this kind of contrast between our movement and our technique. Relax, and then accelerate. Contrast. This is really important in Taekwondo, especially as you go up through your patterns. You want to kind of create contrast all the way through them, right? So we've done our low block to our front punch. Sure, let's go. We go low outer forearm block, rising block, right? So anyone who's doing Dangun, you'll know this one very familiar. If you're in Dangun town, you can do continuous motion. Not sure if you're not, you can do continuous motion too. 1 inhale, 2 exhales, 2 full sine waves. Looks like this. So, like we had before with our half facing to full facing, it's exactly the same. This is half facing, we drop, we come full facing, we push up, we're still full facing, and now as we drop, the hand goes up. We've had this before in our parallel stance. It's the same thing, we're just in walking stance now. As we drop, the rising block comes up over the head. So this is our low outer forearm block to rising block, and it's continuous motion straight out of the book of Dangun. So when we go, take your big breath in, 1 inhale, 2 exhales. Right, so you just connect the 2 motions with that long breath. It's essentially this, connected with a breath in the middle. Continuous motion, 1 inhale, 2 exhales, 2 full sine waves. Here we go. A little bit cleaner than that, please. Okay, stepping forward, ready? I do 2 and 2 again. Backwards, sit. Hit the radiator, forwards. Backwards, sit. Again. Sit. Relax. Not to lose your backward motion in the low block, right? No point just sticking them together this way. We want to create that backward motion. We're traveling down, up at the top of the sine wave. Here's your sawing action. Now you can hammer it home. Low block, rising block. Cannot just plod through this. Want to make shapes? Go do art class. This is Taekwondo. So we need a little bit of power in it when we go. Here. Accelerate the tool to the target. Let's go. Another 10. Sit. Nut. Tassel. Yasut. Here we go. Hira. Ahop. Hyol. And sha. Relax. Cool. So, we're kind of running through the end of the yellow tag, yellow belt stuff at 5 to 12. That's okay. Mini class. Let's recap what we've kind of done. Our middle punch, our rising block, and our low block. We have our parallel stance and we have our walking stance. These are the sort of main components we've covered today. Crucial for Sachicharuji, Chungji Tul. The only one we haven't covered is L stance middle block. And sure, we'll do that now before we finish. That'll cover off most of the hand techniques you need sort of around white belt, yellow tag. Okay. So let's take a look at our middle inner forearm block, and let's take a look at our L stance Nihon Jisugi. So when we make middle block, the blocking hand this time comes from underneath. So if I'm blocking with my left hand, it's underneath my right hand, and they both face the floor. You should be able to wave at the floor, not at yourself. Both face the floor, blocking hand underneath. Lifting up to here, elbows down, not out. It's not an elbow strike and then a hand. It's not how this works. It's from here, it comes across here. And we're blocking with the thumb side forearm, which is the inner forearm. Thumb side forearm, inner forearm. Let's talk about L stance. This is the other component. And again, feet are probably a bit hard to see on YouTube and Instagram, but whatever. When we make L stance, the clue is in the name. It looks like an L, right? But there's a subtlety in it. The feet are angled in 15 degrees, which is nearly straight, but they're turned in slightly, 15 degrees. Both knees are bent. Both knees are bent, but there's more weight on the back leg, 70% on the back leg, 30% on the front leg. It's zero width. There's no width in this stance. The front toe, the big toe, is in line with the back heel. Zero width. And it's 1.5 shoulder again from back heel to front toe. I think. I hope. I'm rusty. But 1.5 shouldering. This time, when we travel, we keep this sine wave again. Down, up, down. And again, body tall, knees out. Please, 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 don't let your knees collapse in this stance. No good. Keep the knees out. Push the knees away. Push the knees away. Okay? We're going to bang to our middle block in L stance. Looks like this. When we travel, we do on the spot first. We do on the spot. So down, up, down. L stance, middle inner forearm block. Down, up, down. Are you ready? We're going to do 10. And sit, nit, tassel, tassel, heel, heel, hop, heel. Swap the leg. Hina, tull. Half facing, not full facing, not sideways, half facing. Sit, nit, tassel, tassel, heel up, heel, hop, heel, baro. Let's stick them together now, stepping forwards. Kyonde and palm back. 2 forwards, 2 backwards. Ready? Hina, tull, sit, nit, tassel, tassel, heel up, heel, hop, heel, baro. Again, feet, 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 feet. Not to let the feet kick out in L stance. You really can't see my feet. Maybe if I stand up here. You can't see my feet. But when we make L stance, we want to keep the feet angled 15 degrees in, not pointing out. Not pointing out 15 degrees in. That's not great. You can't see, but whatever. Okay. We've done our L stance middle block. We've done our walking stance low block, our walking stance rising block, our parallel stance punch. And that's kind of pretty much everything you need from white belt yellow tag, right? So white belt yellow tags, that's kind of your lot. It's now 12 o'clock. So we did a lot there and I'm kind of okay with that. What I'm going to do now is take up a step and go to this sort of yellow belt and above. Yellow belt, green tag, green belty stuff. And at the last sort of 10 minutes, we do a little bit of strength conditioning as well. Why not? Keep fit, keep fresh. So we're going now to Dangun territory and we're going to look at our Sunkal Devi Maki, knife hand guarding block. Knife hand guarding block. So if you're yellow belt and above, this is all for you. If you're not, you can try. It doesn't matter. So again, we keep our knee under sugi and we make our Sunkal Devi Maki. So when we make this block, the hands are here, right? The front hand faces you, the back hand faces away, and the back hand is always higher. The back hand is always higher. Not up here, here. So that when we push up, there's still space. If the hands are up here and we try to push up, we've nowhere to go. We've nowhere to go, right? So we relax here, push up, and then we can twist. And then we can twist. The fingertips are shoulder high, and the reaction hand is in front of the chest or in front of the badge. I've heard two different stories, 2 different versions, right? So around here, not down here, not up here, right? That's the key take home. L stance, Sunkal Devi Maki. Sunkal Devi Maki, right? Here, again, half facing, half facing. Let's do a few of them on the, going forward, here, yellow belts. So from here, we relax, raise, drop, relax, raise, drop, okay? We're doing 10, forwards and backwards, 2 and 2, ready? Hina, tull, sit, nit, tassel, tassel, healing up, hila, a hop, kill, again, hina, tull, sit, nit, tassel, tassel, heal up, hila, a hop, kill. Cool, sure, relax. Let's talk knife hand. Knife hand is a tool. This is high five, this is knife hand. It's a subtle difference, right? The fingers are together and we create tension. We create tension here. The way we do that is bend We create this little angle, this little space in between the thumb and the first knuckle, and we create tension. It brings tension across the top of the hand, and it creates a tool. This is the knife hand. This is the tool. This is the part we hit with. When we travel with any knife hand technique, the hand is closed, 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 open, right at the last second. Tension. So YouTube, sorry, knife hand, knife hand. Create space. You should be able to fit another knife hand in here. That's how you know your tool is sharp and strong, right? So we've done our L stance knife hand guiding block. We may as well do our knife hand strike. Again, half facing, a little bit of twist in the hip, and then let this go. It's shoulder high. It's back to back like our low block before us. So we cross back to back, top of the sine wave, backward motion, drop, and away we go. Half facing. 10 and 10. Let's go. Stepping forwards. Sit. Net. Tussle. Jessel. Heel up. Hila. Hop. Shall. Hana. Tull. Sit. Net. Tussle. Jessel. Heel up. Hila. Hop. Shall. And relax. This is our Sunkal Teregi knife hand strike. Sunkal Teregi knife hand strike. You're very welcome, Mr. Alex. I'm glad you're having fun. It's great to see you still training, even during all the nonsense that's going on. Okay, so we've done our knife hand guiding block, we've done our knife hand strike. Let me think of some of the other parts in Dangun that we really have to think about. And you know what? There's one that catches everybody every time. And it's right at the top of that first section of rising blocks when we pivot and we make Sang Pamuk Maki. Sang Pamuk Maki twin forearm block. Here. Twin forearm block. Often we see this because coordination, right? Think of it like this. It's a middle block here, turned backwards, and a rising block here. So when we prep this, the two hands are facing up. This time you can face yourself. Both hands facing up. The middle block is on top this time. And so it twists shoulder high, and the other one twists rising block. Parallel lines is the order of the day here. Parallel lines, not this way, not this way. Parallel lines, right? So when we finish, parallel. Sang Pamuk Maki. This is still a rising block, one fist distance. This is still a middle block, just we're using the outer forearm instead of the inner forearm, okay? Parallel lines, parallel lines. Let's go. We're going forwards from here. Okay. Sit. Net. Tussle. Shussle. Heel up. Hila. Hop. Shall. Again. Tull. Set. Net. Tussle. Tussle. Heel up. Hila. Hop. Shall. And relax. Sang Pamuk Maki. Twin forearm block. Nice one, tricky one. When you first get to Dangun, it's one of those things you always make a mess of, but it's a nice, powerful block when you create it. Nice, powerful block. Feels good to do. We've done our knife hand strike from Dangun. The punches are the same in Dangun, except they're high section. High section is eye level. Eye level. So it goes from here to here. That's the only difference. That's the only difference in your punches in Dangun. Any other techniques I can think of? We've done our continuous motion. We've done our bits and pieces from that. Okay, I'm going to teaser up the grades a little bit more. Looking at some of the hand techniques from kind of Dosan, Wanyo area, right? So, Dosan, the first two movements are really good fun, and often there's a load in the first 2, 3, 4 movements that really we can spend a long time on, but we'll break through it, right? So, first movement, high outer forearm side block, high outer forearm side block. Napunde Bakat Pamuk Yopmaki. Napunde Bakat Pamuk Yopmaki. The fist is eye level. Fist is eye level. The tool is the outer forearm, elbow side, in the center of the shoulder line. The block is half facing. It's very easy to let this block slip full facing. Very easy, but it's incorrect. Pull the shoulder back, half facing. You'll never do it sideways. You feel ridiculous. So let the hip drop a little bit, or make sure you pull this back so you have half facing. Half facing. Okay. Again, it starts like our low block, down, backward motion at the top of the sine wave, and straight across here. Bang. High outer forearm side block. Napunde Bakat Pamuk Yopmaki. Here, okay? We're going to link this straight away with the punch on the reverse side that we see at the start of Dosan. So from here, it's down, up, 1. Now, when we drop the weight, it's down, full facing. Relax. As we push up, we pull back, and then we drop, and we're full facing. So we have down, up, half facing to full facing, half facing, full facing. This is the idea. Relax, raise, and this way. Okay, we're going to do 10. Stepping forwards and backwards. 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 5 and 5, whatever space suits you. Right. Here we go. 1 count, 2 techniques. Ready? Set. Net. Tatsu. Hyasu. Hilo. Hira. Hop. Hyun. Boom. Nice. Nice. Good. Well done. Keep working. High side block to reverse punch. First 2 movements out of Dosan. I want to talk about the step turn in Dosan because it's important and we always see it kind of done wrong. And it might be hard because you can't see my feet. I might just adjust the camera so you can. Okay. So let's talk the step turn in Dosan. When we've done our punch, for years we used to see people go straight here. This is wrong. We know this is wrong. I need a line. I don't have one. I do. Right. Here's hope you can see. You can imagine that line is the center of my stance, right? When I make the center line turn, it's called a center line turn. The clue is in the name. My front foot comes in to the center of my walking stance, not to the side of my foot. Wrong. Center line. Now I can put the weight on the foot. This is the start of my sine wave, down, up, and the other foot around. Now I've completely turned, center line turn, here, in the center of my stance, not here. Years ago it was walking stance, sitting stance, walking, and it's just wrong. Center of the stance, down, up, down. You have your walking stance, because you're coming this way in the future, and this is how we finish back on the starting point, right? Center line turn, it's at the start, and it's also up at the top after we've done the pivot and all this, after the back fist into the high side block. So here, center line turn, right? Not here. Click, instantly, referees. So there you go, free tip. Okay, let's go again. Moving on. How are we doing time-wise? Oh, cool. Right, so that's your center line turn in Dosan. What else is important in Dosan? Hechomaki. Hechomaki is important. So back and palm hechomaki looks like this. High section here, parallel to the floor with the triceps, eyeball level with the knuckles. You put all that together, you'll finish correctly. Tool in the center of the shoulder line again. So that's how you figure out the bend in this arm here. If there is a measurement, I don't know what it is, but I know if you have this parallel to the floor and this high section in the eye level, the tool in the center of the shoulder, everything else fits, right? So we make our wedging block going forwards. Please, when you make walking stance, hands face the body. Same when we bow, hands face the body, not this way. This is for holding your bags, this is for bowing. Anyway, that's a personal gripe aside. Okay, stepping forward to make high outer forearm wedging block here. Ready? So we're going to step forwards. Sorry, YouTube messed up the camera. Okay. Let's go. 10 and 10, 2 and 2, 5 and 5, whatever suits you. Ready? Sit. Nut. Tasu. Kasu. Hilo. Hira. Hop. Shul. Facing you, facing away. Everything twists. Backwards. Sit. Nut. Tasu. Shasu. Hilo. Hira. Up. Shul. Sha. Relax. Super. Master Mahani, good to see you. So we've done our high wedging block again. We're sort of still in Dosan territory. Cool, right? This is parts that everyone loves. It's this thing. Straight fingertip thrust, releasing, pivot, Dongchumuk Teregi. Okay? Let's break that section down really quickly. when we make straight fingertip thrusts, Sun Tulgi, the application is here, right? The hands relax. This hand parries whatever's coming in, makes it shorter to you, and then you go straight. It's not a chop. It was never a chop. So imagine there's a target in front of you, right? A little box in front of you. That's where your fingers have to go straight. Here, straight. It's a stabbing technique for soft targets, throat, solar plexus, eyeballs, these kind of targets, right? When we travel, the hands relax in front. This one comes down, and then this one goes straight through. This is center line. The fingertips are under the elbow, but not touching, not touching. And it's, again, like in our punch, the triangle, right? Same idea. Here. Okay, so we do 10 of these going forwards. 3. Relax the hands when you travel. Relax here. That way when you go, you're basically getting your backward motion by traveling forwards. Right? You're basically getting your backward motion by traveling forwards. Okay, let's keep going. Sit. Nut. Tassel. Yassel. Here we go. Hira. Ahop. Hyol. Super. This is your straight fingertip thrust, straight out of Dosan. Sun Kotulgi. Okay, from here, I want to talk about the pivot to the back fist strike. So we've done this, we make our release, we push up onto the balls of the feet, pushing the shoulder forward and twisting the hand counterclockwise. This kind of motion, right? So it's 1. Now, when we pivot, take your time with the preparation for the back fist. If you prep the hands early and spin, your back fist goes early, you finish over here somewhere and your walking stance ends up on the same line or worse, past it. You have time to prep. You have time to prep. So 1 around, prep here. Here is good. Look, you're halfway down, you push up, your prep. Your hip can go, everything can come together. Bang. And then you finish with a good, strong, wide walking stance, right? So take your time on the pivot. From here, around, here's enough. Bang. I'm slowing it down, but when we do it at full speed, we have enough time. We spin fast at the start, kick the brakes in, and then I can let the rest go. Pivoting and letting that go, right? Rather than this thing where it's just all one big flop and you land. You want contrast. Remember contrast. That's what we were talking about earlier. Contrast and splinters in your foot. That's what Taekwondo is all about. So from here, 1, we're going to release and we're going to back fist. Release 1, pivot 2, back fist. Here, okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these. Ready? Step back. Set. Step back. All on 1 count. Sit. Tussle. Ready? Tussle. Ready? Here. And here. And up. And hyol. Relax. There's a little bit of sine wave there, if you see it here. As you pivot, you have this down motion. It's not up tall with the legs straight spinning like a top. You have a little bit of down, up here, and then you can drop. Right, so let's do it on the other side. It's way more fun, and we never do it. We never do it on the other side, okay? So, from here, straight fingertip thrust, releasing, 1, pivot, 2. This is weird. Okay, here we go. 10. Whoops. 2. Sit. Nuts. Tussle. Stands with. Tussle. Here. And again. Hira. Rubbish. I hope. And last one. Hyol. Better. But oh, nice. So there's some of the key techniques straight out of the book at Dosan. It's now 20 past 12. We're doing okay. 10 minutes left. We will do a little bit of legs. There's If you haven't seen already, we're pushing out daily challenges for people to keep their Taekwondo fresh. The first daily challenge has already gone out, so have a look at it. There's a few bits in there: 25 front kicks, 30-second side kick hold, a good bit of plank, and 5 laps of Sagittarius. These are your daily challenges. Another one coming tomorrow. Get them all, collect them all. They're like Pokemon, and yeah, enjoy them. So before we finish, we're just going to do a little bit of sort of, you know, flexibility, because we're training. We may as well do a little bit. We're nice and warm now. So how can I train flexibility in my house? I have nowhere to stretch. I have nothing to do. Rubbish. Plenty of space, plenty of room. You don't need a lot. You should be nice and warm. We haven't done an awful lot with the legs, so we do a little bit of dynamic just to loosen them up, and then we do a little bit of static, and that'll be the end of this session, right? So get yourself a wall or a corner or whatever, a chair or television if you're allowed. I've got one hand on the wall. We're going to start with 2 hands against the wall, right? 2 hands against the wall, and we're going to make our back rising swing, hopefully not touching anything above us, this way. So we keep the back straight, keep the toes pointed, and we're going to make 10 of these going this way. Okay, important thing is to keep the heel pushed flat into the floor. I'm going to use this part because it's easier height for me. If you can't see me on Instagram, well, such is life. So lifting them 10 each leg. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Described to me a long time ago as touching the top of your head with the ball of your foot. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Super. From here we go sideways. So this time we lift the leg, and this is the idea, right? We're lifting the leg this way. I don't really care if the leg is straight. I care that the knee is high. That the knee is high, because we want to stretch that. Otherwise, you get the knee down and the heel up in the air, and it's not really the kind of stretch we want. So we want to lift this knee, and remember, we're not super warm. This is enough. It doesn't need to be up over your head. If you have the parameters and the capability to do that, go for it. If you don't, it's all right. We're just doing 10 in your own time. I'm on about 5, 6, 7, body tall, 8, 9, 10. Let's do the other leg. Again, body tall. Don't care if the leg is straight. 1, but I do care that the knee is up. 2, 3, 4, and the heel flat on the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Super. Okay, feet go double shoulder width. I'm going to tilt the camera so you can see a little bit better. Same on this one. Oh well, close enough. Okay, hopefully you can see a little bit better. Feet are double shoulder width. Okay, double shoulder width from here. Strong core, back straight. Right, we don't want to let this happen when we flump over. Right? From here, we're going to keep the back straight, leaning forwards, bringing the arms into the shoulders, and just letting them hang here, not touching the floor. Toes point forwards, and just hanging out here for a couple of seconds. Just hanging out here for a couple of seconds. Again, straight back, strong legs. Whew. Nice. This will act as a bit of a cool down for us as well, I suppose. Back straight. Okay, from here, pushing the 2 hands into the floor, take the weight. Really push those hips back. Squeeze. Let them go out a bit if they'll have it. If they won't, make them. That's okay. Go as far as you can uncomfortably go that isn't, you know, painful or dangerous. Okay, left hand on the left foot. And we go 20 odd seconds. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the center. Strong legs. Right hand to the right foot. And another 20 or so seconds. Go. Ten, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Middle. Strong legs again. Bend those knees, give them a little shake. Good. From here, squeeze the glutes tight, squeeze the core tight, push up straight. Ooh. Give it a little wobble. Strong, straight back. Feel it right on the insides. Again, trying to keep those toes straight. If you have to come up a little bit to keep that shape, go for it. Okay, again, back straight, bending at the waist to the floor. Hands, everyone's favorite. 2 hands, 1 foot. Go. 20. You can't get your foot, grab your ankle or your shin or your other hand or whatever, but go as far as you can uncomfortably go. 13. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center. Other side. Ready? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center. Good, good, good. Walk the hands out. Hips to the floor. Push up. Looking over the left shoulder. Bringing that right hip down. Back to the center. And the other way. Walk them back. Okay, here we go. 1 hand each foot, head to the floor. Off you go. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And walk the in slowly, pushing the hands into the floor, legs straight, legs straight, legs straight. Bend the knees and come up slowly. Give him a little shake. Give him a little shake. Okay, cool. And that, my friends, is pretty much that. So it's now 25 past 12. I hope you've had a bit of fun. We kind of covered fundamental movements for white belts, yellow tags, yellow belts, green tags, that kind of region, right? So bits from Dosan, bits from Chongji, bits from Dangon. We didn't do any kicking. That's okay. There's plenty of time for kicking. Enjoy it when we go. Please check out the daily challenges that we're pushing out for you every day. Get them done. Fill them yourself. Send them up, so we can put a little montage together and celebrate your work. You know, it's an interesting time in the world at the moment. So please look after yourself and look after your family and look after each other and do the right thing. Be responsible. You know, this is where we test our indomitable spirit and our perseverance more than ever. So I wish you all good health and safety, and we will see you soon. Loads coming on the podcast as well for you. Loads coming on that as well. So please take care and look after yourself. And I'll see you at the next little mini class, whenever that may be. If you want to do more or you have suggestions, let us know. Give us a like and whatever else. Okay. Cool. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.